You're really an optimist because a lot of people grapple with these like multiple responsibilities. So the day that you described talks about like constituents, it talks about policy making, it talks about coming in and doing party work as well. So how do you manage these multiple roles as a member of parliament?
Well, you try to juggle all these balls and hope that the least number of balls fall because they are going to fall. Nobody is perfect. You are will always will be there will be people unhappy and dissatisfied. And I used to work at Airtel, and in the beginning when I dreamt of a career in the corporate sector, and I used to always, you know, feel very strongly about the call center worker who used to get thousands of calls, and every time it's a customer who is angry, and even after 2 minutes of having heard that customer out, the customer just puts the phone down and says, "Okay, fine, thank you," curtly, and you're on to the next guy who's unhappy with you. So I think maybe that gave me a training, which to see that we can only do as best as what I'm possible to, what's best that I can do, and there will be balls which will fall through, but as long as there is a passion and there is an ability to keep going back, doing the same thing over and over and again, you see a change, you see yourself getting better. Every year you're picking up new skills, your horizons, your knowledge is widening. So I measure, that if I'm this year, am I doing my job better than last year or not? And while the time, and do I want to see myself improve in this? If the question is yes, I'm doing it better than last year, and yes, I want to keep doing it till next year, then that keeps me sailing through.
Some of the examples which you mentioned are very inspiring, especially to young people, because people who come from the corporate sector or the non-profit background do want to, or perhaps many of them do think of going into politics, and yet the word itself is so intimidating to so many. You did it and you did it successfully. What skill sets did the corporate or the non-profit sector help you build, which eventually translated for you in politics?
I think very clearly what helped me. I think let's agree that politics, at the core of it, is about power.
Yes.
You have to get power, and to get power, you have to do things which are black, white, and grey.
Yes.
The question is now, once you have that power, what do you do with that power? Do you use that power to only help yourself, or do you use that power to make a difference in a larger, section of society? Unfortunately, people in politics, once they attain a position of power, only manage to help themselves, and then ones that they are indebted to. There are some, and there are quite a many as well, who are using that power to absolutely just work out. India is a huge country of 1.3 billion population. Many states are having very poor socio-economic indicators. They are actually working day in, day out to make a difference in that state sector and the corporate sector. I think what's a useful training ground is setting goals.
Okay.
That you have clear goals, you have timelines, and you review yourself. In politics, you only get reviewed after every 5 years when there's an election. But in the corporate world or in the non-profit world, you're reviewed on a monthly basis, 3-monthly basis, annual basis. You have a 1-year plan, a 2-year plan, a 5-year plan. So I think those, the ability to set goals and then review yourself is something that comes in very much. Otherwise, politics is an ocean that you just have to dive into. There is no training for it. You just have to get it. You have to enjoy talking to people. You have to enjoy meeting people, and you should be ability, as I said, when I describe an average day, you should be able to meet and relate to a shopkeeper, to a farmer, to an analyst laborer, to an industrialist, to a visiting dignitary.